In this lecture, we'll talk about the various parts of the Unity editor that are useful to us as we build Unity games. So let's get right to it. Here's the new Unity project that I created. And remember, this isn't the default Unity layout. This is the layout that I use throughout the lectures, and I explained how to set this up in the Setting Up Your Development Environment PDF that I provided in the first week of the class. So I'll turn on the Windows magnifier. So over here on the left is the project window, and this is where you put everything that's in your game. So all your scripts go here, all your scenes go here. We've already seen both of those things. We'll learn about sprites and how to add those here, and physics materials and all kinds of stuff. So the project window holds everything that's in your game. To the right of the project window is the hierarchy window, and that holds everything that's in the current scene. So by default, we get a main camera in our 2D scene, and that's it for the game objects in the current scene, but we will see soon how we can add additional game objects. So the hierarchy window holds the stuff that's in the current scene. And speaking of the current scene, to the right of the hierarchy window is your scene view. And this actually shows you everything that's in your current scene, and we don't have anything in the scene other than the camera, and of course the camera can't see the camera. That would be kind of weird. So once we start adding things, we'll see them appear in our scene. Below our scene is our game view, so this shows what it actually looks like as we play the game. So in the scene view, we can zoom in and zoom out and do all kinds of stuff to edit our objects in the scene. But the game view will show exactly what the game will look like when the player plays it. Over here on the right is the inspector, and we've seen the inspector before. Let me go select the main camera. And so the inspector contains information about the currently selected game object over in the hierarchy window. So we see we have a transform component and a camera, and we've attached a script to this game object in the past. And so the inspector lets us look at and even modify characteristics of the game object in the scene. Finally, over here on the lower left, we have the console window, and we've used the console window so far for providing output as we called the print method from within our scripts. Really, in general, we won't use the console window as we're doing real Unity games. Although, if there are problems with our Unity games as we run them in the editor, we'll actually see error messages in the console window, and we'll pay attention to that so that we can actually fix those errors. The only other thing that I'll mention is up here on the upper left is your main menu bar. So when I say click File and stuff like that, this is where you go to click those things, and there's lots of options along here, including help. In general, I won't be having you use the main menu much, but certainly it provides you a bunch of options for doing stuff in the Unity editor. So there you have it. That's the Unity editor in a nutshell, and the windows and views that we will regularly be using as we do our Unity development. To recap, we learned that there are a number of different windows and views in the Unity editor that help us as we build our Unity games.